That's where the Center for Gender Economic Initiative Africa has called on the Nigerian government to adopt what it calls gender responsive budgeting to cater for the special needs of inmates, especially the challenges faced by female inmates and their children in the country's correctional centers. The group says the move has become necessary to address economic inequality and correct the poor treatment of female inmates and their children while serving time in Nigeria's correctional centers. Our rights correspondent Omar Bazwai has more.
Nigeria currently has about 1,688 female inmates in the correctional centers across the country. Center for Gender Economics Initiative Africa is worried about the poor conditions of female inmates and their children in Nigeria, prompting it to embark on a project on how to improve their conditions. Marking the conclusion of its project on government budgeting for female inmates and their babies, the executive director of the Center for Gender Economics Initiative Africa, Uchenna Udoko, laments that while female inmates account for about 2% of the inmate population in the country, the special needs of pregnant women and nursing mothers are often overlooked, leaving them in extreme vulnerable situations.
Right now we've changed from imprisonment to corrections. So we're looking at changing mindsets, changing behaviors. So I'm calling on the billionaires, the big men and the big women's club to please provide funding. Adopt a correctional center. It can be a program for some club, for some individuals, to adopt a correctional center and put the necessary amenities for them.
To reverse this trend, the Center for Gender Economics in Africa is calling on the Ministry of Interior and other critical stakeholders to adopt a gender-responsive budgeting for the correctional centers in the 2025 budget that is still before the National Assembly. In a goodwill message, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Women Affairs, Dr. Miriam Ismaila, comments what she considers the groundbreaking research by the Center for Gender Economic Initiative and joins in the call for greater government spending on female inmates. The Nigerian Correctional Service also commends the initiative, stressing that despite all the efforts of the service, it still requires more funding to sufficiently cater for the specific needs of female inmates.
A lot still needs to be done in ensuring that the female inmates in custody live a more conducive life, and this will encourage their willingness to embrace the various rehabilitation programs that is being run by the Nigerian Correctional Service.
Instead of spending our money on some trivial things, but we need to concentrate on them. So we need to concentrate, we need to plunge in our money to get more centers for them. Because with more centers, then the postnatal whatever thing, take care of them, to avoid some mental health issues and all that. So we need to plunge our money into them instead of spending the money unnecessarily.
Center for Gender Economics in Africa is supported by MacArthur Foundation to address economic inequality on the continent. Omo Bazwai, Arise News.